further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Rachel Mortimer. Thank you, Rachel.
Good afternoon, evening. So yes, my name is Rachel and I run a social enterprise, which is a not-for-profit organisation working with people with dementia and carers. And I say carers as in professional and loved ones. So we predominantly work in Sussex, but actually now working all over the UK. And Engage and Create is about, funny enough, engaging with people and having creations come out of that. And the creations may well be lovely artworks, but are very often conversations. So my passion is getting people talking, because through conversations, we can build relationships with people, and I can help people who are working with people with dementia to build relationships, even if once communication problems start. So that's what Engage and Create is all about, and it's about improving quality of life for people ultimately. So we do two things. The first thing is a program called Ignite, and Ignite is about sparking those conversations. So this film obviously is about music, and I actually work using the arts, but using visual arts. So we look at artworks, famous artworks, on a tablet computer, because it's nice and clear. And then we have conversations about them, about what's happening in the artwork, about the artist, about the period in time. And the conversation is very structured. So actually there is a parallel with the music. The way that we work with conversations is actually quite rhythmic, because through that rhythm breeds confidence. And so with every artwork, people start to explore even more, and we look at things, not just descriptive things, but more emotive sides to art. And goodness knows where it takes us. Sometimes it's relevant to the picture, sometimes we're just sharing stories, and that's all fine. So Ignite is now working to train up care workers in day centres and care homes and hospitals to be able to deliver the sessions themselves, so that we get conversations going everywhere. And the other side to the work that we do is training. So that's around educating anybody and everybody in good dementia communication and good dementia care. So we run lots of programmes, and I work with Lucy in the community hospitals to training up nurses and therapists. So that's what I do. So what you'll see tonight is an incredible film, and it's very inspiring, and it does show the power of music, but the power of arts more generally for dementia. And I work in collaboration a lot, because I'm a small social enterprise. And some of the other organisations I work with are also using different arts with people with dementia. And I don't know, does anybody take part in any groups that are quite creative? No? Poetry sessions. So that's a great, are you running the session, or are you part of the session? Yeah. So poetry is fantastic, again, because often with poetry you have the rhythm, and that's very important to spark conversations in dementia care, because actually it's a different side of the brain that's being used for rhythm than it is for language. So it's much more helpful for people with dementia. So there's poetry, and there's lots of people doing different poetry programmes across the country. As well as poetry, obviously there are other actually creating artworks, and sometimes with Ignite sessions we go into that, but not always. It's very much about the talking. And then, for example, I was speaking at an event in Kent yesterday alongside another social enterprise who work using performance. So they're actually doing a lot of storytelling through performance and games and fun. So they come into a space and they transform the space, and it looks different, and there may be a theme like desert islands. And then there's lots of activities to do with that, which is just a fun way of exploring activities together. And then obviously another big area that people are getting more and more interested in is dancing. So I don't know if there are any dancers in the house. But dancing obviously is great fun and great exercise. And obviously we want to keep people fit and well. So that's a wonderful way for working with people, all older people really. So I think, yeah, I didn't want to go on too long, but just to say that the arts are really important in dementia, and wonderfully, increasingly, CCGs, who are the kind of the people that hold the purse strings of the NHS, are commissioning programmes like Ignite and other creative programmes, musical programmes, to create groups in the community for people, because actually it works so beautifully with something like dementia. And so hopefully you'll be reaping the benefits if anybody here attends any groups of some of these more creative programmes, and hopefully it will help keep people happy and well. So that's all from me. So enjoy the film, and we'll probably talk again afterwards.